Right. This is Hero Web Comics. Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt that are response to comments. I'm in against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. If you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video. If you don't like hate speech in my videos, because there is a hate speech in my videos, the speech you hate, that's the story. Let's continue on with people getting things wrong in the comment sections. Me try to straighten them out with Bible versus and basic biology. And then getting ticked off about that. Continue on with people getting things wrong, and all that. Also, there'll be some overlap, and that's basically to make sure, or basically, in this case, I'll mention the headphones, Turkish Airlines headphones briefly, and then move on to the next clip. Here you go. Click. All right, Ubisoft Hate Mail Part 1. That's a very dark video. She says, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll continue my playthrough of Bully. Yeah, that's when Ubisoft games are good. Bully. Bully, and Rayman, and Mario versus Rabbids, and things like that. I miss that Ubisoft, We need some stuff back. We need it. Also, make sure to stop by my other gaming and pop culture live stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's very dark. And I say the author of the book Samurai Yasuke is based on was not to be lying. It's not defending this fan fiction Ubisoft. Yeah, that's the issue. This one says one of the game's main priorities is to make sure it shows proper respect to Japanese culture. And I say, then the person says, what a load of bull. Stealing a reenactment props group's banner, and what the group asks them, when the group asks them to remove it, they declined. Then you negotiate an alternative. They said, no, go away, we're using it. Using incorrect architectures. What was shown in the game were Chinese, and they were incorrect in the incorrect period. Claiming Zoro's sword from One Piece as Yasuke's, along with many props they brought off of Amazon. Incorrect table layout in their little Japanese gaming room. Using historical landmarks that you needed permission to use commercially without permission. Playing hip hop music while you play as Yasuke, murdering Japanese people. Making Japanese people bow to Yasuke as he was a well-known lord, which he is not. Hiring a fake historian and con artist that kept editing all wiki information related to Yasuke and was writing on his physical book claiming it to be real history. Hiring a real-life Fujoshi that claims to be a cultural expert. Oh, it's my pencil. You that? Cultural expert. That specializes in studying the relationship between monks and young boys. In Japanese trailer, the subtitles were Mandarin Chinese. Yeah, respect to their culture. So it says, shows as authentic as my $2 Chinese copy of Zoro's sword from One Piece is. Someone says, real life, Yasuke was a black man who was kept as a pet because of his unique skin color. That's true. That's what happened. Uzo Hate Mail Part 2. Actually, this game should have cooked for a good while longer. They could have made the game actually playable and fixed K's face. Yes. Star Wars Outlaws was not fun because of a few reasons. One of the biggest reasons was the protagonist was gnarly as heck. Okay? She looked horrible. And the issue with me, I have basically, I would be definitely considered anti-woke. Definitely. But here's the issue with me. This isn't just, man, only she made her hot. They made her hot like the Eve from Stellar Blade, or the original Tawna from Crash Bandicoot, or Laura Croft, or something like that. No. This is, they could have done anything with that girl. I think I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. They could have done anything with that girl. Think about how many alien races are in Star Wars. How many, robots, there's different kinds of androids in Star Wars. There's different kinds of alien races in Star Wars. There's, helmets, if you want to be lazy, put her in a helmet, so you don't have to see her face. You have to animate a face. She's in a helmet, So there's a helmet, there's 5 billion different helmets in Star Wars. There's so many things they could have done, but instead they're like, no, we're going to make this gnarly looking character, androgynous, mannish character with gnarly bad teeth and hair, and cheeks looking like she's the dark spawn of Barney, the dinosaur. It's weird. It's so weird. There's so many ways they could have fixed this. And that's an aesthetic problem. Okay. That's not that is a big problem with the game. Because it's like, do you want to play as this weird, gnarly looking thing throughout the whole game? No. And it's like, not again. if the person they hired to be her model looked like that, that's one thing. But she doesn't. She looks like a normal human being. Hispanic, Latina. She looks just like a Latina, normal Latina. She looks pretty good. So I don't understand what's going on there. Then you have another problem. The game was unfinished. I saw Angry Joe and Friends review. Angry Joe and the Friends did not really mention Kay's face, but they did talk about how when you are playing as her, you're playing as her, and you are trying to be stealthy. And there's basically you're going like, okay, I'm gonna, hide behind cover, being shot. Basically I'm gonna try to hide and stay away from these stormtroopers, or other enemies. Sometimes they'll be like, you spawn in immediately, they're on alert. They won't go off alert. You have to restart the game, restart the level. Because they're on alert already, so they won't let you won't be able to do anything until they get you off alert. They'll find your guy, your girl, start shooting her. There are times when when you're being shot at, your character's being shot at, and you're trying to basically go like, okay, I know what to do. I gotta hide behind cover. So you're trying to hide behind cover, and then all of a sudden your character gets pushed out of the cover and gets shot at more and dies. And it's just like instant fail stealth sections, all kinds of stuff like that. Characters that can walk through doors. The game was not ready. And it's like, we wanted you to play it. It's Star Wars. This is Star Wars. It's awesome, right? Like, no. Yes, it could have been. But they did it wrong. They did it wrong. I really wish they had not have done that. Because Star Wars can be really good, but they messed it up. They made a horrible game. They had to redo it. Hopefully it's better now, but still. Hopefully they fix Kay's face. If they didn't, mods have. I've seen her looking actually hot, looking radically different than she does normally. And it's just like, what are you doing? When amateur mods can can fix your stuff that you don't refuse to fix, you got a problem. Let's get you on here. They should have come longer. They could have made the game actually available and fixed Kay's face. I got 9 likes from that. And someone said, "Don't you like Keebler elves?" Somebody, and I thumbs up. And someone said, "You're the last person that should talk about faces." And someone else, someone says, "Chill out. Lalo is a made-up character, and her face is actually a real actor. That's a real person you're insulting." And I say, "Fixed. I'm sure that Kay's face." Someone says, "It's fixed. I'm sure that Kay's face would have wandered in Andromeda Valley if she given any more time to cook." And I thumbs up. And then I say, "Well, at least my face looks like a person in real life's face." XD. Thumbs up. Someone liked that video. Like that. And someone says, "You're going, okay, sloth, a real RL chick looking like, hey, what out of your league?" And I say, and someone says, "Dude, what is with the person insults? Personal insults all of a sudden? What has this guy ever done to you?" Someone defended me. And I say, "I like Hebrew levels, but Kay looks like one that was standing right next to Harvey Dent right as they acid in his face." Skull. And then I say to someone else, "I hate on the transgender lifestyle, so this is about to happen. It's no big deal." And then so I say to someone else, "More like too old for me." Skull. And someone says, "We saw it so screwed. Let's see how bad AC Shadows does now." Yeah, it did horrible. Yeah, it's me, freshly shaved face, in front of a building, talking about stuff with my mask on. So it's been from the 2020 or whatever. In a coat. My old winter coat there. Very nice. I'll see you around, dude. Another video. Oh, in the museum, Natural History Museum. That's nice. Or after that, those camera angles. Yeah. Go. Yeah, girl. Oh yeah, so that's the Natural History Museum. I'm seeing fossils of different dinosaurs and stuff. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, including that armadillo-looking thing. Big old armadillo-looking guy. Let's go. More museum stuff. Got out of the museum. Continuing on. Me at a subway stop, like a actual subway or something. Tin roof hanging out. I don't know. Or a bus stop. Yeah. I was trying to take a picture that I ended up taking a film of a gospel tract. Now I seem to be in a place with lots of fancy apartment complexes. Some boxy apartment complexes. It must be winter. Yeah, right over there. New one place. Vid. Okay. Thank you. Let's go and say see you next time. Check me out on YouTube, DeviantArt. We'll go past the videos. Get on with the hate mail.